Welcome to the Yellow Jacket Football Show, fans. I'm Carl Gurgis with Coach Tim Takel. We'll be giving you the play-by-play highlights and other comments on the game with the Kempner Cougars. Kempner defeated the Yellow Jackets 35-0 last Friday. Coach, not exactly the way that we wanted the season to start, but you know, as they say, all good things take a little longer. I think my father told me that, and he was not a football coach.
He wasn't.
No, maybe he should have been, but it takes a little longer, doesn't it?
It takes a while, no question about it. We saw a lot of progress. No, there's no question about it. Yet, you know, the scoreboard sometimes doesn't indicate it, but the sideline does, and the team energy and the team chemistry definitely does. And the coolest part, you turn around, look over your shoulder in the fourth quarter, the stands were virtually still packed. So I believe there's a contagious energy on the sideline, and it's feeding through the band and the cheerleaders and the Jacketeers and of course the fans. So. We've got to keep building, and we're going to continue to coach vigorously. We're going to continue to teach hard, and we're not going to lower our expectations, and they're going to rise up to it.
Well, the one word I keep hearing in the community is attitude, 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 and it gets better and better and better.
Well, if you don't have great attitude, you won't reach new altitudes.
That's right.
And sometimes that can overcome your aptitude, and there's another one of those old slogans and sayings, no question about it. But you know, defensively, we played our tails off. We continue to improve on our angles. We created 6 fumbles. We gave the offense the ball on the short side of the field. Offensively, we're fighting that old consistency bug. We'll have 3 good plays in a row and 2 poor plays in a row. Offensive line will take off 2 plays, and the backfield will have great 3 plays, and then the backfield does the same, and then the offensive line plays well. So we've got to get everybody on the same page. We've got a little cold and flu bug going around, so we've had some interchanging parts going into Friday night's game. That's just part of it. So did Kempner. Special teams. We had a few hiccups, which we normally didn't have the week before, with some snaps and our punting. Our coverage was good, but we gave them the short field twice on that. But you know, there's no individual discrimination when it comes to a loss. It was a team ordeal, and the youngsters understand that, and it is a contagious energy. They're practicing hard, they're playing hard, and we can't ask for anything more than that.
Well, both teams we had 11 fumbles on the night. Hunter Barrow, Johnny on the spot, 2 timely recoveries, and on the offensive side of the ball, Gavin Guthrie, 31 yards on only 3 touches, 10+ yards for carries, so a little improvement in there.
No question about it. We're still in that rotating portion of the 3 quarterbacks with the senior, a junior, and a sophomore, and they all bring something different as far as dynamics to the play. We're running an option game, and if we run 20 option plays, we're getting about 4 or 5 of them read correctly, and that's just not a good percentage. But that's just because they're not used to running the offense, and it's a repetition-oriented offense.
Well, let's look at some of the highlight games, highlight film of the action. We'll be back in a moment with Coach Takel and give us more action on Friday night's game with Kempner. Stay with us.
Texas is known for 2 things: football and barbecue. At Joe's Barbecue in Alvin, we support high school football. Show up in your school colors and you'll automatically get 10% off. Joe's proud to serve certified Angus beef. Joe's Barbecue. It's all about the barbecue.
Okay, let's get right into the film of last Friday night's game, Coach.
All right, let's look at that old 2-0 Kempner. This first clip, I believe, is going to be of Bo Oshlewski. Lined up at free safety. This is one of their bread and butter plays, which it is their bread and butter play. Quarterback option. He's going to come down the line. Bo's going to run through the right side B gap. He's going to meet that quarterback right at or near the line of scrimmage here. Bo's lined up on our 40. It's an outstanding funnel. It's called running the alley, as we say in the football moniker. There, he takes that quarterback, drives him back. Outstanding tackle. That guy outweighs Bo by about 50 pounds. Bo plays very hard, and we had to take some chances with him. Either we lined him up at the free, or we put him at the line of scrimmage to take away the tall sweep, and they also ran the wraparound draw. So, but Bo had an outstanding game. He had close to half a dozen tackles. This one here was for no gain. Next play, it's going to be Richard Valdez running behind David Trevino and Jack Calder. Richard is a very good downhill runner. As you can see right here, gets great yardage. He always falls forward. That's a great attribute to a fine high school back, college back, even professional back, if they're always falling forward. We could just put 2 or 3 of these together where everybody's on the same page, we're going to be fine.
You got a little beef in that offensive line.
There's a little beef. They got a little get up and go in their step, too. That's we move some youngsters around. This next play will be Cody Smith throwing a quick route out down here towards the sideline. The first week, Cody had trouble getting the ball out in a hurry. One, because we didn't have real good protection on the A-gap, and 2, he just was hurrying himself. There, he's a little bit more composed, steps, throws, and Christian Touch gets about a 7-8 yard gain on the play as he's knocked out of bounds. Next play is a defensive play. This is Larry Bohacek, our outstanding sophomore, number 98. He's going to get a good push, get down the line, and Thomas Gable takes out the lead block down here on the edge, as you'll see, number 25. We'll run it one more time. And here's what I love. There's 11 jackets around the ball. That's good high school football. That's good defense. Thomas takes out the lead block. Bohacek's on the ball. Look at all the jackets, and they learn the body language. Point, point, point. As you know, Carl, that sometimes that doesn't sway you, but you look hard 2 times in a row before you give the ball to us or the other team, and that's all we want. Again, outstanding defensive football by the Jackets. Next play is Larry Bohacek again. Look at the push he gets on the left tackle. Comes back down and caves down back on that back as he comes up the gut. Again, that's their base play. They've only ran their base play 6 times versus almost 40 to 45 times in a game. And that's an attribute to Coach Tebow and that fine defensive staff. A lot of orange jerseys. Look at all the orange again. Look at all the orange again. That's what we got to have for good Jacket football. The next play will be Jax Gordon. Jax number 40 on an outstanding fingernail tackle. This is vintage fingernail tackle. Jax coming around, grabbing, holding on. Look at the Jackets coming around the ball. Again, a lot of orange jerseys. When you have a lot of orange around the ball carrier, good things happen defensively. And that's what we're trying to preach, and that's what they're starting to drink the Kool-Aid when it comes to that on defense. You got to have that Kool-Aid drink. This next play, going to be Jax Gordon again and Boa Schlesky. This is their bread and butter play. They ran this time and no more. It's a big old 215-pound fullback. He didn't want no more of that. Again, look at all the orange in the picture. That's what you're looking for in a novice. If you're studying football, if you're a football coach, you want that. You want your jerseys around the ball. Look at them. You're not standing around watching. And in this final play, got a sophomore quarterback, Gavin Guthrie, going to take the option around the left side. He just puts his shoulder down and dives for a first down. That was a big, much-needed first down. Again, that's pretty awesome by a sophomore in high school in 6A football. Puts the shoulder down, leaps. I think we got some big things ahead for old Gavin.
Well, Coach, I think it obviously shows from week to week to week. You guys are out there. You can see it. We only get to see it Friday and Saturdays. Mm-hmm. But I think it shows that there's a lot of enthusiasm. I guess that's one of the E's. But I like that attitude and enthusiasm. They go hand in hand.
No question about it. You know, you get up every morning and your feet hit the floor. You're either glad you're getting up or you. I know I'm this type of way. Sometimes I'm so fired up about coming to Alvin High School. When my feet hit the floor, I go back and lay down again just so I can put my feet back on the floor and experience it 2 times in a row. Some people just want to go back to sleep. And you know what? The kiddos are the same way. And it's contagious.
Well, after playing on Thursday and Friday evenings, you now travel to the Katy Independent School District. That's always an easy place to play. Katy Tompkins, tell us a little bit about
Katy Tompkins. They're 2-0. We're going to get to play in a great man, a stadium named after a great man in Jack Rhodes. I believe you even called some of his games when you officiated, Carl. At 7 o'clock, Rhodes Stadium. Tompkins, like I said, is 2-0. It's going to be one of the best 7-man fronts I've seen probably in 15, 20 years of coaching. I watched them when I was at U of H last year on film, and most of those kiddos are back. They got a couple of Alabama commits up front. On the back end, they're lengthy and athletic defensively. Offensively, they got a running back that's returning after having 2,600 yards of rushing last year, and a quarterback that can run and throw. He's dangerous when he pulls the ball down. They're big up front. They played 13 games last year in Division II 6A football, and they're projected to challenge Katy for the district title in that outstanding football district.
How old is Tompkins in there?
Tompkins, let's see, this is their 7th year of football.
year. So
7th
they've
year.
been that
Yes,
long.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, look, Coach, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this Friday evening, your alma mater, the Needville Blue Jays, currently ranked number 4 in the Houston area, will be taking on a perennial powerhouse, Corpus Christi Cal Allen, in downtown. That's really not right. Downtown Needville, a little bit further south, downtown Needville. What a game. Cal Allen to Needville.
Phil Danaher doesn't even know where Needville is.
Probably can't spell it.
And of course, everyone out there in the audience, Phil Danaher is the all-time winningest high school football coach in the history of Texas high school football. Dear friend of mine. I'm pretty fired up. I heard, my jersey number was number 27. They're gonna put a number on a lineman and put him in the backfield for one play and let him carry the ball one time just for memories. No, what a deal. And Needville's 2-0. Cal Allen's 2-0.
Needville's ranked number 4. They're number 2.
Yes, sir.
Big game for the Blue
Big
Jays
game in
and
Fort
the
Bend
town
County.
of Needville.
Yes, sir.
Look, thanks, folks, for joining us. Look forward to having you with us next week when we give you some highlights of the Katy Tompkins games. Our thanks to Coach Tankel, and we'll see you at the ball games, folks.
Sting 'em.